Parents all over the world are looking for positive long-term solutions to conflicts with their children, and they're realizing more and more that actions like physical punishment and yelling are simply not getting them where they want to go. We've produced a book that will help answer the question, what do I do instead? We know that parents sometimes have a difficult time picturing what it would mean to resolve conflicts with their children in a way that doesn't involve hitting or yelling or criticizing. And so we've provided principles in a book that will help them understand what positive discipline is about. Well, physical punishment really erodes parents' relationships with their children. Children become fearful of their parents and are more likely to avoid being with their parents, when really what parents want to do is keep their children close so that they can supervise them and teach them all of the things that they want them to learn. It also models aggression for children, and most parents want their children to be nonviolent and be able to resolve conflicts in a peaceful way. And the more children are hit, the fewer opportunities they have to learn nonviolent ways of handling frustration and conflict. The book that we've produced is not a cookbook that will give parents a recipe for what they should do in any particular situation. What we realize, and what I know as a parent myself, is that what we need is a set of guidelines that can help us solve a range of problems. What I've done is to give parents a set of principles that they can follow in any situation. So rather than trying to turn to a certain page for an answer for a certain situation, they'll be able to think in any situation that comes their way how they could respond in a positive way. We're giving parents an approach rather than a set of recipes. The way that a parent would respond in any particular situation will depend on the age of the child and what it is that they're trying to accomplish. So we're trying to focus them on that. What are you trying to accomplish? What are your tools for accomplishing that? What age is your child? What stage of development are they in? And when you put all of that together, you can find the solution for achieving your goal. The principles of positive discipline are really quite straightforward, and what we've tried to do in this book is boil down everything that we know about effective parenting into 4 basic principles. The first one is helping parents refocus from short-term challenges and short-term frustrations to their long-term goals. So we're helping parents to develop a long-term plan of where they want to go. We want them to think about who they want their children to become when they're adults. And when we start to shift that focus, we move from hitting and yelling to resolve problems right now to ways of teaching children over the long term. Most parents want their children to be happy and confident and nonviolent and respectful and courteous, and they don't learn those things through short-term reactions like hitting. The second principle of positive discipline really is to remember what are your tools for getting there. And there are 2 powerful tools that parents have. The first is providing a context that is warm and loving and accepting, where children feel safe, both physically and emotionally. So children aren't afraid of being hit if they make mistakes, and they aren't afraid of being criticized and yelled at if they make mistakes. So just as we learn best in a context where we feel safe and accepted, even if we make mistakes while we're learning, children need that as well. The other powerful tool that parents have that needs to go along with creating a warm environment is providing structure for children. Structure does not mean punishment or coercion. It means information and communication. The more children understand what it is we want them to learn, the more quickly they're going to learn it. Children think differently than adults do. So the third principle is understanding how children themselves think and feel. The positive discipline approach involves learning about child development and getting a deeper understanding of how children see these situations and how they respond to parents' attempts to teach them. So we are wanting to help parents understand a lot better how children view the situation and how children learn. And once parents understand better through the child's eyes, they're going to become much more effective teachers.